It's the end of an era for a hometown grocery store. Jensens Foods has been a staple on Northdale Boulevard for more than half a century. But in just a few short weeks, the business will be closing up shop in Coon Rapids. CTN Steve Antis has more.
So that's $2 for $6. My father, George Jensen, originally opened up the store in 1959.
Jensens Foods in the Northdale Shopping Center has been the neighborhood grocery store for generations of families in Coon Rapids.
Hello.
Store owner Jennifer Washburn says the time has come to say goodbye.
It really has been a struggle here, being sandwiched between two Cub stores. So we've been struggling for a very long time here at this location. All right, do you want a bag?
Jennifer Washburn and her partner, co-owner Corbin, have operated the 10,000 square foot grocery store since 1991. Now they're getting ready to move into a brand new location in Champlin.
We all live in Champlin, so we decided this was the time to move and come up with a new concept. Our new store will be much smaller.
The new 2,000 square foot store will feature all of the convenience and specialty items which Jensens Foods has become famous for among its customers.
We have a wonderful deli and great meat. So our new store, the concept will be all fresh, bakery, deli, meat, fresh produce, and then we're also going to add coffee drinks.
Construction of the new store in Champlin is expected to be finished and open for business in June.
I feel good about it. I think it's a good opportunity to continue doing what we're doing.
Washburn's son Max represents the fourth generation of grocers who will eventually take over the day-to-day operations of the family business.
The name for the new store will be Jensens Market. So we'll keep that Jensen legacy alive that way.
For Community Update, I'm Steve Antis reporting.
There you go. Good luck. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Jensens has not yet announced their closing date, but it will be sometime in May. The move to Champlin is expected to happen in June. As for the future of the storefront in the Northdale Shopping Center, property owners have not said what's next for the Jensens site. Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, March 19th City Council meeting. A popular barbecue restaurant is making the move to Coon Rapids. On Tuesday night, the City Council approved a liquor license and gambling premises permit for Jelly Bean and Julia's Barbecue. The restaurant closed its Anoka location last month and is relocating to the former Grumpy's Bar at Xavier Street and Coon Rapids Boulevard. Jelly Bean and Julia's Barbecue has not announced an official opening date. The menu will include burgers, ribs, and wings. Several members of the Coon Rapids Fire Department were front and center at Tuesday night's City Council meeting.
I, Chad Martin, do solemnly swear
that I will support the policies and procedures
that I will support the policies and procedures
of the Coon Rapids Fire Department.
Three members of the fire department were sworn in as career firefighters by Mayor Jerry Cook. They are Chad Martin, Matt Houle, and Ryan Specken. Family members pinned on their new badges to help celebrate the occasion. Congrats to all three men. But that wasn't all. Firefighter Andy Peisert was promoted to inspector. In addition to firefighting duties, he will be part of the fire prevention team and perform inspections to identify fire hazards. Peisert joined the department as a paid on-call member in 2011 and became a career firefighter in 2015. And that's a quick recap of the Tuesday, March 19th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel.
Usually I would have just thrown that whole thing away, and which is a huge piece of, it's most of the broccoli.
Lots of food waste can be prevented, says Green Corps member Kate Anderson.
So about 25% of the food that you bring home ends up being wasted somewhere.
Now Anderson wants to challenge Coon Rapids residents to change that.
So it's a 6-week food waste challenge. If you sign up, we will be sending you information on how to do meal planning and how to shop from your pantry and your refrigerator first before you go to the grocery store, how to make sure you stick to your list when you're at the grocery store.
Once people found out about the Food Waste Challenge, over 24 residents quickly signed up on the city's website. The 6-week challenge starts April 1st.
Throughout the 6-week process, we're going to have you track how much food waste you create. And then hopefully by the end of the 6 weeks, you will have created less food waste in the final 4 weeks than you did in the first 2 weeks.
To sign up for the Food Waste Reduction Challenge, scan the QR code on your screen or go to the city's website at coonrapidsmn.gov/foodwastesignup. When you complete the challenge, you'll be entered into a raffle to win prizes.
We are busier than ever. So far this year, we've served over 3,200 families.
It's morning at the ACBC food shelf, and with just a half an hour to go before the doors open, volunteers are busy stocking shelves and putting out fresh food.
I'm semi-retired at this time.
Volunteer Jim Lee checks for food spoilage before it goes out on the store floor.
We make sure that whatever we give away to others is something we'd love to serve to our own families.
Today we'll have probably between 70 and 80 families.
In the face of a 15% rise in food shelf visits from a year ago, ACBC Executive Director Stephanie Lehman knows the importance of the annual March Food Share campaign.
Minnesota Food Share is important because after the holidays there's a dip in giving, but the need continues to grow. So it helps us come back from the holidays and really gear up for the need in the community.
Donations made during March Food Share Month help food shelves like ACBC carry them through the rest of the year. The Minnesota March Food Share campaign is the largest grassroots food and fun drive in the state, organized by the interfaith group Greater Minneapolis Area Council of Churches.
A proportion of everything we raise, whether it's food or money, is matched by GMCC, which gives us an additional financial donation and helps us buy the things that we really need.
While food drives are often popular this time of year, the power of $1 donated cannot be overstated.
$1 donated here, we can purchase $9.33 in food.
The March Food Share campaign runs through April 6th. If you would like to help out the ACBC Food Shelf, just go to their website, acbcfoodshelf.com.
Here's a quick recap of the Monday, March 4th City Council meeting. The city is increasing utility rates to make sure the water, sewer, and stormwater funds are self-sustaining for years to come. On Monday night, the City Council approved an 8% increase to water rates, a 12% increase to sewer rates, and a 5% increase to stormwater rates. A typical residential user will see their bill increase around $12 per quarter. The new rates will take effect with utility bills sent out on May 1st. A bumpy stretch of Egret Boulevard will be smoothed out this summer. This week, the City Council approved a joint powers agreement with Anoka County for the project. Egret Boulevard will be resurfaced between Coon Rapids Boulevard and the double railroad tracks. The project will be done in conjunction with the resurfacing of Coon Rapids Boulevard between Egret and Hanson. Coon Rapids experienced a healthy amount of construction activity last year. That, according to the Community Development Annual Report presented to the City Council this week. Last year, the city issued more than 6,600 permits, totaling more than $95 million in construction activity. 2023 marked the 8th consecutive year of values exceeding $90 million. The projects included a wide range of commercial, industrial, residential, and institutional uses. Since 2012, more than $1.5 billion of private and public construction investment has occurred in Coon Rapids. The full 14-page report is available to view on the city's website. And that's a quick recap of the Monday, March 4th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel. For more than 3 decades, Rebel has been doing custom screen printing and embroidery in the Northdale Shopping Center area. Owner Steve Cully, a 1987 graduate of Coon Rapids High School, started the business out of his garage back in 1991.
Listening to the radio while I was driving around reconnecting meters for NSP, and somebody on the radio said that we live in a country where if you don't like your job, you can make your own. And I'm like, hey, that sounds good.
The business screen prints and embroiders everything from tops and hats to workwear and athletic uniforms. Even if you don't have a design idea, Rebel can assist.
They either have their logo or a design idea, or they want us to create something, which is fantastic for us because we have one of the best artists in the industry. And usually the best thing to do is just turn them loose and let them create something.
Rebel has more than a dozen employees who Cully calls amazing and committed to excellence. A few years back, the business was able to automate the screen printing process. This year, they plan to update the embroidery equipment as business continues to grow.
We are in a really fun business, and after 31 years, it's still fun. I still love to see a cool shirt get printed.
This is Lori.
Licensed social worker Lori Halber has been full-time with the Coon Rapids Police Department since December of 2022. She works with the police to help respond to calls where mental health is a concern.
Some days I'll get in a squad with an officer and for a few hours ride around and just go to all the calls that they go on.
Now, thanks to a new partnership with the Coon Rapids Police Department, Halber has taken her services out even further into the community.
Libraries have been a spot that social workers do outreach a lot all over the Twin Cities.
The Crooked Lake branch of the Anoka County Library agreed to host monthly drop-in office hours for Halber to allow the community to come in and meet with the social worker.
I've always been just drawn to helping people, and it seemed like a good fit.
Halber says she's willing to tackle the hard subjects.
I can do resources for mental health. I can provide resources for people that are aging and want to age in place or looking at possibly moving to a higher level of care.
One day each month, Halber has the meeting room reserved at the library.
It's the fourth Thursday of every month. So that is the plan, and the library will always have that room reserved for me on that fourth Thursday from 11 to 2.
If you would like to meet the social worker during a free drop-in session at the Crooked Lake Branch Library, you can on the fourth Thursday of the month from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
This is Coon Rapids, and so really wanted to choose a drop-in spot that was in Coon Rapids, and so our library is a nice central point.
We're calling it our odds and ends trailer.
In a commercial container in the middle of the Coon Rapids Recycling Center, a relatively new program grows.
We're waiting for signage to come so it's easier identified.
Here, you can bring in items that can't be recycled curbside and previously were not accepted at the recycling center.
The popular ones we were thinking is the makeup, the plastic pouches, the juice pouches, the personal care items, so the deodorants, the toothpastes, dental floss.
While some categories are open to all brands, others are more particular.
For example, Brita filters. We'll only accept Brita filters. So it's a little unique to our site here because typically we try to make it easy and general. This is going to be very specific.
The Odds and Ends trailer also accepts eyeglasses, small ink cartridges, and American flags. Also, athletic shoes can easily be recycled here.
Our tennis shoe program has gone crazy since we've had it in the newsletter. We probably send out 4 or 5 bags of shoes a week that come in.
Due to the sponsorships of certain items, things can change fast, so check the city's website for the latest recycling information.
I'm hoping that we can keep expanding and growing the program.